Namaste. She ghosted you. The truth that nobody tells you. You can see the image on the left. At that time, I was going through a divorce, and it was like I was being ghosted in motion. On the right, I got ghosted. Why is it that I'm not lying down, eating bad, watching TV, and instead I'm making this YouTube video as a mission? If you've been ghosted, you live alone, don't believe in yourself, then this video is for you. If you're sitting there stuck, wondering, why is it that I just can't get ahead? Why is it that I feel stuck? Why is it that I can't be with somebody else? You're not thinking abnormal. This is not some problem. You're not crazy. Neurochemicals are so out of control when you're going through a breakup. The oxytocin drops, the bonding chemical, norepinephrine spikes, which is the fight or flight response, cortisol increases, and you just are not feeling good. And it's not abnormal, especially when you get ghosted. Somebody just drops you like that. And recently I got ghosted. And that's why I'm making these videos, is because I want to show people that even though you got ghosted, you still may not feel good 100% of the day. But is it better to feel good 60 to 70% of the day? Or feel crappy 100% of the day, blame them, play victim, say that you feel sorry for yourself, don't have compassion for yourself, eat bad, drink, play video games, sleep, don't sit within your core values, and don't feel good about yourself, eventually having a stroke or heart attack because you're not taking care of yourself. And that's what I don't want for you. I'm Dhruva MD, a practicing board certified family doctor. I've seen over 130,000 patients in my career. When it comes to being ghosted, going through a breakup, and that emotional toll it takes, I've seen patients have so many problems because of this. They end up having diabetes, hypertension, then later on stroke, kidney disease, cardiovascular death, and if you live alone, don't have anybody like me, what are you gonna do? I recently got ghosted and I was still spiraling a little bit, but not as much as I did before because I was writing. I texted her a couple of times after we broke up, after she ghosted me. And I'm just thinking like, what did I do? Did something happen? Did I do something? And then as I start writing it down, I have to say, look, okay, maybe I'm a little too intense. Maybe my mission, vision, purpose is too much. It's too strong, too intense. People don't like it when you have to hold somebody else accountable. I tell my past relationships now that if something happens, if we're having a problem, you can sit me down. I won't blame you. Why don't you tell me what I did wrong? I'll accept it. I'll be compassionate towards you and I'll try to work on it. I'll talk to a therapist. I'll talk to a coach and I'll come back to you in wise mind, not emotional mind, and see what we can do to both be the best versions of ourselves. Some people may not want to hear this. They're like, dude, that's too intense. Well, this is where I'm at in my life. And if I can't find somebody that doesn't share those values, I'm going to stay alone and stick to my core values and then in turn inspire somebody else. But the truth that nobody tells you about being ghosted is that everybody does something like this in their life. Everybody will reject somebody, everybody will break up with somebody, they'll sever a relationship, they'll unfriend somebody on Facebook, they'll unfollow somebody on Instagram, they'll talk bad about somebody, they'll say something mean about somebody, they'll say something mean about somebody, they won't even know it because the implicit bias is so strong, the behavior is so mindless that they won't even know. And then they'll keep on texting back, and the emotions are so strong and the neurochemicals are so rapidly elevated that you just spiral and you go online dating, Bumble, Facebook dating, whatever it is that you're going to do to try to find the next best fix and not try to accept your mind, spiral out of control, have these anxiety, these panic attacks, and then see doctors for it. Instead, you can use a process that's supported by medical evidence that I've designed living alone for my whole life, being single for 7 years, developing myself, going from self-hate to self-love in 5 years. You can see the image on the left. I completely hated myself. I was overweight. I was smoking cigarettes, lying about it, drinking, lying about how much I was drinking, lying to myself that I hated myself, lying to myself that I didn't like what I was doing. And instead, what did I do later? I built a mission. I said, look, I'm going to help other people. With the money that I make, I'm going to donate to create Mind Hygiene water filtration systems. I believe in this mind hygiene process so much that I want to develop mindfulness clinics. I want to develop mind hygiene clinics at one point. I want to be able to donate the money that I make from speaking to help people in poor countries, feed them and then clothe them. I've been to Haiti multiple times to do medical mission work. I've been to India to do medical mission work. I went to med school in India. I've seen the poverty there. And if I can do this and help somebody along the way and use my platform as a doctor to create a voice that you can live alone, go from self-hate to self-love, not look like the image on the left, and you can be the person on the image on the right, and then people are going to ask you how you did it, and then you're going to inspire them. You can make some money on that inspiration and then donate it and help other people. And when you have that level of aspiration, you're unstoppable, and you've written it all down. People can call it tricking your mind or confusing your mind. When it comes to aces your life with Mind Hygiene, which is accept your awareness, communicate your compassion, embrace your empathy, and soften the process, you're able to accept something right away. Look, she ghosted me. She's not coming back. We're done. What's the next thing I can do to be the next best version of myself? How can I show myself compassion right now? Okay, let me go work out for 1 second. Let me eat healthy for 1 second. E is embrace your empathy. Let me understand that what I'm doing is hard and I'm doing it by myself. Let me soften the process. I'm not going to blame anybody, talk to anybody. I'm not going to say that I can't, won't, don't, will not, too hard, stressful. Those are self-limiting beliefs. It'll hold you back from believing in yourself. But when you write it down, saying, I don't believe in myself because of this, now you're getting somewhere. There's nothing bad about that. The best thing I ever said to myself was that I hated myself. One of the best things I ever said to myself was that I have low self-esteem, I have low confidence, I need external validation to feel good about myself. I would rather be alone because I don't think people will accept me. I would rather just stay rejected and dejected and feel sorry for myself. These are the best things I said to myself. Why is that? Because now I have something to do. I've finally accepted it. I've given it a label. But see, here's the thing in Mind Hygiene is that we don't try to fix the emotions around it. We don't try to be strong about it. We don't try to overcome it. We don't try to control it, fight it, or deal with it, or cope with it. We don't try to be strong in the face of an emotion. Instead, you just accept it, and that's it. When it comes to understanding the urges that come behind this, there's science behind it. Mind Hygiene heavily draws from cognitive behavioral therapy and rational emotive behavioral therapy. Rational emotive behavioral therapy teaches us that it's not the event, but our beliefs around the event that cause the suffering. She rejected me, I'm stupid, I'm dumb. Instead, you write down, she rejected me, I accept it, I'm going to be compassionate, and I'm going to empathize and understand that it's difficult. Maybe I'll help somebody else one day, or I just won't hate myself. Now what you've done is you've created a different belief. Oh, I hate myself. What can I do to love myself? That's a different belief. That's not a self-limiting belief. Oh, I can't love myself. When you say you can't is one of the most strongest words that I've ever heard in my life. When you say you can't, you've already completed the sentence. You've already completed your process. It's not doable anymore. But if you say that you can do it by doing this 1 second at a time, I can be healthier by going to the gym for 1 second and leaving. Now what you've done is you've created something where you can live with it. I will eat better by not watching TV, a cell phone, or a TV show, and I'll put everything down. I'll be mindful, I'll be aware and present, I'll be intentional, purposeful, I'll show myself compassion, I'll be aware, I'll be practicing mindfulness for 1 second. Let me take 10 chips on a plate, I'll eat one every 90 seconds without watching TV or a cell phone, and when it comes to the 9th one, I won't eat the 10th one. Thereby, I've accepted awareness, A, C, communicated compassion, E, embraced empathy, and I softened the process. And I'll just keep doing it over and over and over and over again. It could take you a second, an hour, a day, a month, or 5 years. Imagine you're Michael Jordan, you're the star player of a basketball team. His coach, one of his trainers says this. The trainer also trained Kobe Bryant, also trained Dwayne Wade. What he says was that when Michael Jordan lost in the Eastern Conference Finals, I think the second time, don't quote me on the exact numbers and dates here. Oh, well, look who came in the frame right when I was talking about Michael Jordan. Well, when it does come to Michael Jordan and his career, what happened was that when he lost the second time in the Eastern Conference Finals, his trainer was like, you're going to have to stay down for a little bit and understand what you did. And what Michael Jordan was like, the scoring title, he had the scoring title 3 years in a row, and he wasn't really playing too good of defense. And he was like, well, what I need to do is I need to develop my body and play more defense. But what did he do? He stayed down for 1 full year, and then finally he wins the NBA Finals 3 years in a row. But what happens here is that if you're Michael Jordan, you're the star basketball player of the team, I'm one coach. Maybe I'm your head coach right now. You need to find an assistant coach, a three-point coach, a steal coach, a dribble coach, a layup coach, and you need to take inspiration from all of them. I'm not giving you advice today. I'm telling you a story of how I went from self-hate to self-love by myself with nobody watching me, nobody giving me any credit, nobody saying that you're great. Instead, I did it for myself, which Michael Jordan did too. Took him 6 years to get to the NBA Finals. It took me 5 years to go from self-hate to self-love by myself. You know how people say that you cannot do this alone? Yes, you can. And I'm here, and God has put me on this earth for me to show people that you can do this alone. You can do this by living alone, and you don't need me to do it. You can just write your way out of it. And when you see the benefit in it, you'll understand. There will be a link in the description to a Mind Hygiene PDF that you can follow along. Also, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'll be dropping videos every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on how to believe in yourself when you live alone, have mental illness, got ghosted, went through a breakup, don't want to be that person who's overweight on the image on the left. Instead, what can you do to be the person in the image on the right to inspire somebody and help somebody one day? And if you did find value in this video, please share it. Namaste.